So, good evening, everybody. To this evening, our Sunday call is about the money management, savings, time management, and a little bit about goal setting. We had the last Sunday call before Easter about goal setting, but still, I want to touch on it because this is quite essential. Welcome to all the others who are just joining now. I just get straight started. My name is Bia Corey, for those who don't know me. I'm 21 years now with Herbalife, and I know that money management is something very, very essential. And this is why I'm quite excited to talk with you about it tonight. So managing your income and expenses is a vital part of your business, because it doesn't matter how much you earn. If you don't manage your income and your expenses, you always will have a problem. So even when you earn too little at the moment and you think, if I would have 10,000 Rand more, it would be much easier. If you don't manage now your money, it will be not easier later on. So this is one of the biggest things that could put you out of business very quickly. Most people fail in business because they fail at managing their money. So make a budget. That's very, very important. So I hope you take notes right now. So for 1 month, keep really track of all your expenses. What I did in the very beginning, 21 years ago, I just took a simple notebook like kids take it to school, and I wrote down every single big, if I buy a liter of milk, if I buy a pencil, if I buy a notebook, whatever it was, I wrote it down in this book. So just that I get an overview what money, how much money I'm spending each month, each week, each day, because the month goes by so quickly, and the little things we spend every single day, we forget about that. So you don't have to limit yourself. It's just to get an idea of what you spend money on during any given month. So save all your receipts, make note of how much cash you need versus how much you expense to credit cards, and figure out how much money you have left over when the calendar turns. So this is very, very essential. So from today onwards, don't even wait till tomorrow. Start this little notebook and agree with your partner to write down everything what you buy. There's part for the household, there's part for the car, and then obviously also write down all the other expenses you are having. You might have to pay debt, you might have to pay for the house, for the car, the insurances. So all the expenses, put it all together, it's very, very important. And then obviously you have a certain amount of income. You have your income from Herbalife. If you have just got started with Herbalife, then let's build on that income, that it's growing. You must understand there's a business plan to Herbalife as well. So don't make Herbalife just because you think you do something somehow. There's a clear business plan which brings you to each level you want to achieve. Just discuss it with your sponsor, discuss it with me. I gladly support you there. So let's make an example. If your income right now is 10,000 Rand, then put aside 10% for savings. And this should be available when you need it, for example, for extravaganza, for books, for personal development. This is essential stuff. If you don't look for further education, and extravaganza, books, personal development is for us further education, then you're stuck. Every business, every professional has further education all the time. Even bookkeepers, doctors, teachers, all go for further education. If not, you're stuck. So please plan these 10% savings for further education. 9% is savings for long term. So this is what you can put into an investment. Yes, as little or as much as you earn, you want to save always a little bit of money. 1% goes into a 30-day fixed deposit account. This is just for extra savings, and it sounds very little, but you need a little bit of backup for surprises. 20% is to pay back if you have bad debt. If not, you can use these 20% also further for savings, for example. And 60% is to live, pay the house, car, and expenses. This is a ratio which works for most of the people very, very well. It sounds a little bit surprising because obviously most of the people, they look just that they get somehow through the month, and at the end of the month there's always not enough money left. But when you start to plan the other way round, that you first plan also on savings, then you will be surprised what's actually going to happen in your business and also in your private life. So this is how it can look then on a practical plan, where you see an investment done with the 900 Rand, a 30-day investment of 100 Rand, which does not sound a lot, but over the months and years, there comes quite a lot together. Then savings is in total 1,000 Rand what you save. Then your credit card needs to be paid, clothing account, you have probably a personal loan. This is just now an example from a person so that you can see how it looks like. Grocery shoppings go to the side with 2,000 Rand. School fees you have to plan in when you have children. House, the rent, either rent or you have to pay for a house. Car, the fuel, the insurance, the telephone bill, the cell phone bill. So put all together, and everybody's plan looks a little bit different, but put it all together so that you know actually what you spend and what is the total left over. And you will be surprised when you have a clear calculation. So this clear calculation, what you see here, you might be only able to do after 1 month when you have written down now for April all your grocery shoppings and all your expenses. It makes it so much easier when you have there the total overview. So we all know when you start a new business, part-time or full-time, we all want to spend that first profit because now we are excited, we have extra money, but this can be the worst thing you ever do. Don't spend the profit. Don't spend your seed money. This is seed money. Think always, before you have started Herbalife, you didn't have that extra money. So you can use that money, for example, to pay back your personal product use. If you use, so you use more products, you can use more products, you get better product result, but then invest also in your business. What all of us want to do is to build some stock on hand. If you live close by to the warehouse, still to drive there backward and forward for 1 tin of shake, you spend a lot and waste a lot of time and money. So you rather have some stock on hand. If you, and I see people now on the call from Nice, I see people on the call right now from Mpumalanga. So when you have to order the products by delivery, then you want to be able to order always a little bit of bulk, that you have some product stock on hand. And obviously, when you start the business and you don't have money, saved money to buy a little bit stock, and we don't recommend that necessarily, but you will want to build from your profits, basically, your business, and that you have stock on hand. I hope this makes sense. So invest in your business. Then have an extravaganza fund. Once a year, we have the extravaganza. Twice a year, we have a leadership development weekend. So what we work on is that each member reaches in 3 to 4 months the supervisor level. Why? That you can attend the next leadership development weekend, so that you can attend the next further training, which is only possible for supervisors. And then obviously that leads to the once in a year big lifetime event, which is called an extravaganza. None of us wants to miss this event, because these events are crucial to build your business and to understand the bigger picture. These events are crucial to build your confidence level. These events are crucial because you meet the doctors there. It's actually, you can't describe it. But you want to be able always, when the early bird ticket is announced, like now for the leadership development weekend in June. And I must say a huge respect now to Hasim, who is on the call right now. He's a member. He's not on a supervisor level yet, but he has committed himself to make supervisor till June. So, and he has bought already his early bird ticket. So wise, because you get it cheaper and you get an early bird gift. So don't miss out on these opportunities. And this is why you want to build an extravaganza fund where you always can plan already. So even when you have to pay a flight or accommodation, like the extravaganza for Africa is in Johannesburg this year in November. So we all can plan. It's only April now. We have so much time to put a little bit money aside to be safe in November to go to that extravaganza. People who are on the call right now with leadership thinking, they even plan now already to have everything in place for going to the extravaganza in Prague. So because we can build that extravaganza fund, it's not a problem to earn that money and then invest it in your further education. And obviously it's a great way of investing, because at the same time we play to go to beautiful places like Prague. So build also a small stock inventory. I was talking about this earlier on. This saves you money on fuel, or it saves you actually also delivery costs when you buy in bulk. So what would your investment look like in a few years' time? Let's say when you invest every month 1,000 Rand, when you save every month 1,000 Rand, and you put that in an investment at a 9% interest with an annual 10% escalation, then after 5 years, that can grow to 90,000 Rand. After 10 years to 280,000 Rand. After 20 years, you can see to 1,400,000. So just never put away or never forget to put money away. Take out small little investments every year where you, from 500 Rand per month, you can put it up higher and higher and higher. It will escalate. It is absolutely enormous. So you underestimate basically the savings. And yes, we all work that we earn more and more and more. But if you have at the same time that kind of backup plan, it's a wonderful way of really financially planning safe and secure. This is what I ask you as well when it comes to income and expenses. This is a form, I can send it to you. So if you want to have that form, just drop me an email after the call or send me a quick WhatsApp. So this is an income and expenses plan, what comes in there. And this is crucial. If you don't write in here your income and your expenses, you are not in business. You're very quickly out of business. So what comes in there is whenever you sell a product, the date, the description, what you sell, how many points, and your profit. And on the right column, you see expenses, your business expenses, obviously the description, that was now a seminar ticket and the amount. Or this was a notebook and the amount. Or this was a Formula One shake, which you use for a shake party, and the amount. Attention, when you buy shakes and tea and aloe for yourself for personal use, this is not a business expense. This is a private expense. This is grocery shopping. So don't make that mistake. It goes on your private shopping list. So you can have a separate list where you write in all the products you're using for yourself, and it makes sense. But please, not in business expenses. Business expenses, when you take products to sample, because you give your customer a shake, or you buy milk for a shake party, or you buy a blender for a shake party. This is all business expense. But private expenses, the products you put in your mouth and in your family's mouth, this is private expenses. So please be very clear there and write in the income, the profits. Write in also when you start to earn wholesale. So everybody who is senior consultant and has already members in his team, you start to earn wholesale. So basically when you go onto the page myherbalife.com or .co.za, you see when you go to the bottom line, you see checks, and there is basically where you see your wholesale income for the previous month. Always on the 15th of the following month, you get that wholesale income. And later on, when you're on a supervisor level, you get also the royalty income, and that is as well visible there. So you want to put that also into your income column. And when we are at the MAP, at the Membership Advantages presentation, and we talk there about our income, then it's the total earning from the product profit when we sell products, but also including the passive income, the wholesale, and the royalties. So you add that always up week by week by week till the end of the month. So you know your weekly income, you know also your monthly income. And that gives actually a good feeling, so you know what you're doing it for. It's also a nice feeling that you can tell your partner, hey, today I made so and so much, or this week we made so and so much. It's a good feeling, yeah? And basically what you aim for is that you earn part-time as much as you earn in your full-time job. Because this is a real powerful story. It means not that you must give up on your full-time job, but imagine when you earn part-time as much as you earn in your full-time job. How powerful is this story to inspire others? And this is all what it is all about. You want to inspire others to give them also an opportunity to get their finances in order. So let me jump one step further. Be clear about your goals. Why are you investing extra time in learning and growing your Herbalife business? And at this stage, again, a congratulations for everybody who is here on the call to learn more in order to earn more. But obviously, you must be clear about your goals. And some of you have done it already. Some of you maybe don't know about it. We have this goals worksheet in our group. And this goals worksheet is so important. It helps you basically to get a little bit a clearer picture about yourself, what you are aiming for. Why are you working so hard for something? What are your dreams? What do you want to achieve? There's that beautiful quote from Walt Disney who says, you can dream it, you can achieve it. So first you must be clear about your dreams before you can achieve it. And the clearer you are about your dreams, and don't be like me, that cost me a lot of time in the beginning because I said always, I know what I'm dreaming of. I didn't write it down. And only the day when I started to write it down, the day when I started to make a dream board, my life changed completely. And this was part of developing myself to the president team level. So whatever the level is you want to achieve, rather take that advice and write in that goal worksheet. Share this goal worksheet with your sponsor. And if you're very close with me and want to work close together with me, share it also with me. The more I know how committed you are or what you want to achieve, the more I can help you to get the direction. It's all about finding your way, finding your direction in the business. And obviously somebody who is longer in the business, your sponsor is longer in the business, I'm longer in the business, so then we can help you to find the right direction. And then obviously when you have done your goal worksheet, you want to bring that onto a vision board or in a book. A vision board, also referred as dream board, is a tool used to help to clarify, concentrate and maintain focus on a specific life goal. So literally a vision board is any sort of board or book or electronic document on which you display images, thoughts, text that represents whatever you want to be, achieve, or what you want to have in your life. And it sounds funny for some of you, but this is how our mind works. What you can think of, you can achieve. So be clear about what you want to achieve, and then the energy drives you automatically into the right direction. And from there, from the goal setting, I want to jump into time management. So these three parts are very well connected. Money management, goal setting, and also the time management. So for the time management, what you need to have, and I must make there a short note, and I hope you just listen now. Some people in South Africa tell me that's normal here in South Africa. Everybody comes 15 minutes later. Or in Cape Town, it's normal to come 30 minutes later. It's just in time when people come 30 minutes later. I grew up with the habit, time, to be on time, is the respect of the other person. So if you find yourself, and I'm talking now to people who are in business, because when you started your Herbalife business, whatever your professional background is till today, but as a Herbalife business person, you are in business. You are independent business person. You manage yourself. There is nobody who tells you what you have to do, when you have to do it. But as a professional business person, the most important is to be on time. So get a diary, get a yearly planner, so that you can plan all the events for the year. Basically, when you look into our Level 10 Club page, level10club.co.za, you see events, you click there, and you see all the events, regional, as far as I know, the business building seminars, but also the bigger events like the leadership development weekends and the extravaganza. So don't say, I didn't know. You want to find out, because this is your personal business. This is your future. This is your chance to make it a success. So you want to know all the events for the year. And if you can't find it on the web page, then again, ask your sponsor or ask me, just get it into your yearly planner, then it's not a surprise. And then you can plan all the other events, holiday with your family and things like that around these events, around your further education. Plan the month always in advance. So for April now, you should know already when is your regional business building seminar. You should have that in your diary already. You should know already the membership advantages presentation in your region and have it in your diary. You should know already when you make the next shake parties this month. You should have everything in your planner, then it's so much easier. And actually, you should have April and May already planned in advance. Plan the week then in advance. Now, tonight, before you go to bed, you should have a look at the week, what's happening this week. And you should be excited about the training which is coming up, the shake party which is coming up. When you visualize already the shake party will be a huge success, this is actually part of the energy which drives you throughout the week, your personal excitement. Don't take each day as a surprise. Get planned into each week. Go planned into each day. So in the evening, have a look what's happening tomorrow. Then you can plan your time. You can, when you know tomorrow is a hectic day. For me, for example, I'll just give you a quick example. Tomorrow morning, I have early morning my personal training session. So I get up very, very early. Therefore, I have made my shake already. It's ready in the fridge. My water is already filled in the water bottle. It's ready in the fridge. So tomorrow morning, I just have to get up. I like to make a personal development session for myself early morning, and then I just grab my stuff and go on the road and go to my personal training. So it's all just that you get planned, and then nothing is a surprise. You get so much more relaxed in the day, and you get so much more done. So make a to-do list on a daily basis. Prioritize your list, and then get off your cell phone, WhatsApp, Facebook, media.
Yeah.
We had recently a great training where this leader said, when you do 10 minutes in the morning, social media, meaning Facebook and WhatsApp, especially when you use it for business building, and 10 minutes around lunchtime and 10 minutes in the evening, it is enough. All the other time is actually you waste a lot of time. I find people being late because they were just too long on their cell phone in the WhatsApp and in the Facebook. And you know that, honestly, When you click on Facebook and then you click the next one and the next one and the next one, very quickly there's 2 hours gone and nothing is done. Be very careful. These are time killers. So time block everything. So when it's work, gym, when you go to boot camp, wellness assessments, time block that. And then block everything when it comes to events, birthdays, family functions, BBS, customer days. So this is basically how a calendar or diary could look like, where you put in early morning your personal development. I highly recommend plan your personal development. If not, you never get it done. But this is so essential. Personal development is the same important as having your shake early morning. If you plan to do exercise in the early morning, plan it in, that you have it in your plan and then just get it done. If you work full time or have a job, then it must be in your diary as well. If you have gym sessions, put it in. If you have a shake party plan, put it in. If you have a team webinar, put it in. If you have a wellness stand, put it in. So this is basically how a plan can look like from a part-time person who is doing activities, but at the same time, you go to your work and you have other commitments. So when you have children, these commitments must be in your daily, weekly plan. And then nothing is a surprise anymore. And you go much peacefuler through life and through the day because there's no hectic anymore. If you have 1 child or 5 children, if you have no children, if you work full-time or part-time, everything you can plan, it must be just in the plan. You have 24 hours every single day. We sleep maximum, I would say, 8 hours. Between 6 and 8 hours you should sleep. That's healthy. Let's say you sleep 8 hours. That means you have from these 24 hours, 16 hours available every single day. You usually go 8 hours to work. That means there's still 8 hours left. 8 hours left. Then you want to eat. Let's take off 2 hours for eating and cooking and all of that. There's still 6 hours left. So these 6 hours, when you plan them effectively, you can make a fortune part-time. So this is like a monthly plan can look like. This is for Cape Town now, for example, where we know every Tuesday we have our Coaches Academy. This is what the CA stands for. And we have our Membership Advantages presentation. On Saturday the 9th, we have our Business Building Seminar. And everybody who listens right now, who is from Cape Town, you want to put in your diary already the 16th of April, where we have a team training at Level 10 Club, which is something very, very special, which happens only every 6 months. So rather put that in your diary already now. You don't want to miss that one. And then use tracking sheets to track your business. So if you don't track, you don't know where you're standing right now. Our plan is easy. It's fun. What we need to do is 15 evaluations, 15 times that you say to somebody, jump on my scale, and you do 10 evaluations, you get, 10 trial packs out of the 15 evaluations. It is normal out of 10 trials, you get in average 5 clients and 1 new member. If you don't track that, you don't know where you are standing. So please use this tracking sheet. And then something very essential. If you want to become successful, you need to have an accountability partner. Your sponsor, your upline, latest your full-time upline is interested to support you with all the power we have. If you don't do this tracking sheet, if you don't share this tracking sheet, that means basically you don't want to have success. So fill in there the tracking sheet and send it to your sponsor. And I just want to mention here Hasim, because he does it all the time. When he fills in a name, he takes a photo and sends it to me. So with him, I know he's very, very serious about his achievements. And some of you who are on the call right now doing similar things, they send it at least once a week or once a month. But the best is when I get it once a week, optimized all the time, and something on this sheet happens, because then I know exactly where you need my support. So just make there more use of the tracking sheet. This is really part. This call tonight can change your life. This can change your entire income life, your family life, everything, if you just take these tips serious. So a couple of tips now on meetings with clients, members, and prospects before we come to the end. Always know who, why, and what you're meeting about. Have a clear goal on what you want to achieve in a meeting with someone, so that you don't waste your time or their time. For example, when you want to meet with me or with your sponsor because you want to build your business further, be clear about your goals. Have your goal worksheet with you. Have your tracking sheet with you. Because then it's exactly that one can plan and can help you further. Use the Tuesday evenings at the Membership Advantages presentation as a time to meet your sponsor, so you don't have to travel extra to see them. Be serious about growing your business and your own business and these of your team members. Make sure you track the referrals as it develops into clusters. This speeds up your business, you won't believe it. We will have a separate call where we talk more about referrals, but this is so essential. Make sure you stick to your appointments and confirm appointments beforehand. So, for example, I had today 2 shake parties. I sent yesterday a message to the 2 ladies who organized the shake party, just asking if everything is in order with the shake parties and if the time is still okay. Then keep appointments short and to the point. Time yourself. I know exactly for wellness assessment, I need 40 minutes. If there's 2 people, I need 60 minutes. So you can plan your time exactly. So be there aware that comes over time, but you have limited time, so you want to time yourself a little bit. Have a specific meeting spot for your wellness evaluations. When I got started, I started to work from home. So basically all the people came to my lounge and were sitting on the dining table. So you don't need to have a professional spot. If you rather like to meet with people at a coffee place or at a hotel, that's possible. If you rather want to go to the people's house, that's possible. But if you go to the people's houses, then be smart. Yeah. So when somebody says, "Can you come for an assessment to me?" And I say, "No problem. Do you have 2, 3 more people who are interested in losing weight?" So basically, it's much more interesting when you drive to somebody when they are sitting 2, 3, 4 people around the table. Then you can start there already a little shake party in a little group. So when you have limited time, it's sometimes more interesting to work in groups instead of just individual. Obviously, when you have a club or a center or you're close in Cape Town to our center in Milnerton, use that as a specific meeting spot. Try to meet people in groups, as I said just now, so that you can teach a few at a time. That saves you a lot of time. And obviously, as you build your team, you want to start to plug them into the support system. So be part of the support system. We have a couple of web pages where you can follow up all the public trainings what we have, like the business building seminar, like the maps. So there's the Cape Town page. There's new starting on the 7th of May, Joburg, BBS. We have Pretoria events. So in Gauteng, they are actually fortunate. They have 2 events in a month in the future, which they can use to build their business. Book your tickets for the BBS and the LDW and the extravaganza when it is announced. Don't wait till it is sold out, because when it's said sold out, then don't cry, I don't get the ticket anymore, it's sold out. You have actually planned for that you don't get a ticket. Get the ticket when it is announced. Lead by example. Leaders and winners do what is necessary to do. People who want to lose all the time, they wait till the last minute and they lose all the time. Why? Because they don't need what is necessary to do. So don't be one of them. Use the leadership development weekends. So do anything what is possible to qualify for the next leadership development weekend in June, and then obviously attend. The extravaganza, it's part of our game. So this is where we all go to. In November, everybody goes to the extravaganza in Johannesburg. And we plan now already. It's more important how many people do you inspire to take with you to the extravaganza. And then obviously make a note of let your people deserve your time. So when you spend time with your team members, is it just to cry or is it to make plans to build business, to be successful? Yeah. So if somebody comes to you every day and is just crying, nothing works for me, nothing works for me, and you offer all the time, hey, let's do this, hey, let's do that. No, I don't have time. I don't have time. I need to go there to the cinema, and there's actually, I need to see my girlfriend, and there is, you know, then it's basically, they might not deserve your time. So make people deserve your time because your time is valuable. Work in groups, monthly planning meeting for your club, for your boot camp, again, work in groups. We also do skin and shake parties in groups with new members. You know that already. I sent a couple of pictures this afternoon also around. Why? With that, you are far more effective. Socialize also, yeah? At social events, you learn so much more about your team members, about your customers, and it starts to connect to a healthy community. And then obviously we all like to work with WhatsApp groups because this helps to support your clients and members far more effective. So don't delete yourself from these groups. Stay active in these groups. If it's sometimes disturbing because a lot of messages come through, then just put it on mute, but never disconnect yourself from all this information. And then on a final note to personal development, time to develop yourself. Set aside 30 minutes per day. Like we need the food, the good food for our body, this is how we need the good food for our thoughts, for our mind. And this comes either you read books or myherbalife.com, you find a video library and you find their video clips from one of the biggest philosophers worldwide, Jim Rohn, from our founder, Mark Hughes. Wow, what kind of training you get there. I know Steve Artman. Steve Artman is a brand new qualified president team member. And when he had a very dark time in the beginning of his business, and he went through a couple of private personal issues, I don't want to mention them here. I leave it up to him to explain it to you at the Leadership Development Weekend. He will share his entire story. But when he had a little bit of dark time in his personal life, what he did was every day he was watching video clips from Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes. And that helped him through the dark times, but this developed him to the leader he is today. A leader everybody looks up to and everybody is in awe and wow when they listen to him. But it comes basically from daily personal development. And I mean daily. It's like cleaning your teeth. You need to clean your thoughts. And you just must make that a habit. So listen to tapes while you drive. So for people who drive a lot in the car, that is perfect. Instead of listening all the time to some radio stuff, listen to videotapes which inspire you. paste quotes in the office or at your home, on the mirror, on your phone, in the car. Those who know me, I'm big with that. I have everywhere in my wallet, I have everywhere somewhere quotes. Even here on my desk, I have a couple of quotes which inspire me. Switch off the TV. There's so much nonsense on TV. Save that money from DSTV and rather invest more time into the personal development. So for the basics now, for those who are here on the call, brand new. I know this was a lot to take in, but it's actually the daily improvement on it. And if you're interested to get the recording of the call, send me a message. I will not upload it on the level 10 page because it's just too many video clips then there. But if you want to hear it, see it again, you're more than welcome. I will send you the video clip. Or the link to the video clip. But now going into basics quickly. So when you're brand new and you want to get your business started, the most important in the beginning is that you find 15 people who want to jump on your scale. 15 people who want to get their Tanita readings. 15 wellness evaluations go out through that. Yeah. So 10 trial packs from the wellness evaluations and 5 clients from the 10 trial packs, which leads then to one new member. Why do you want to create this in April? To get your first 5 to 7 clients, to get your first 500 person purchase volume, and to get you to a level of the 35% as a senior consultant. And then basically from there, we want to build it to 3 consecutive months, 500 PPV. Then EPA, when you do that in April, May, and June, this is the last opportunity, then you get from Herbalife a scale. The Tanita scale, you get for free from Herbalife. So it's now or never that you use that opportunity. And basically it builds you there already further. Then obviously when you read the last line, you see 500 PPV by 3 plus 2. So in these 3 months where you do your 500 PPV, you want to qualify at least 2 members out of your clientele, people you want to get on a membership as an ambassador, or even better as an active member, where we can then with them build the same. So 500 by 3 is basically our plan, and it all starts with the Tanita, getting customers, the customer becomes an ambassador, the ambassador becomes an active Herbalife member. So this is basically so simple, our business. It just needs to get in a flow. The moment you get it into a flow, it will be so easy. So how do you get started? Arrange with your sponsor or arrange it for yourself a shake party, a skin party. That is so much fun. We just had 2 now today. We had one this morning at 11 o'clock and we had one at 2:30. And book 6 trial packs are out. Have a business launch. If you're brand new in the business, you just want to invite all your friends and family. Hey, come on, celebrate with me your business, have fun with me. So this is basically, some people invite for champagne and chocolate cake, or you can have the tea as a cocktail there, and the shake, a nice shake buffet. So there's lots of opportunity the way you want to celebrate. But it's not about selling a product. In this moment, it's only about celebrating and informing the people what you're doing in the future. Then another opportunity, practice partner. Ask a friend, hey, I need to practice with my Tanita. Can you be my practice partner? It's almost like when a hairdresser asks you because they need to practice their haircut. That's the same story. And you will be surprised that some of the people give you referrals and some of your friends even want to get started on the products. So it doesn't matter how you get your 15 people together, just that you make it with fun and with passion, because at the end of the day, we give people really value with our wellness assessment. If you are in a fit camp or in a boot camp, then invite people to the fit camp, to the boot camp, invite people for the membership advantages presentation. So when you have friends or family or meet people who are looking for a business opportunity, you might want to invite them directly also to the membership advantages presentation. And then the last word to the code of conduct. We respect each other's customers and we always speak good about every coach. So if somebody is already on the products, we don't make them now buying from us. We don't do that. We don't need that. Yeah. So there's enough people out there who need us. So what you do when, let's say, Susan comes to you and says, "Hey, are you selling now Herbalife? Hey, I need another vanilla shake." Then you say, "Oh, Susan, you're taking Herbalife. That's great. Where do you get it from?" "No, my coach is so and so." "Hey, so and so is awesome. Please give him a call. He will order you the shake. He will deliver it to you." So never ever interfere there. We don't want to have it the other way. So never do what you don't want to have from others. We don't do that. We give our best possible service to our customers. We follow the official price list. In the price list, you have a suggested selling price. We always follow this price. We don't sell to members. We don't engage, we don't need to sell to members. Members buy directly from Herbalife. That's it, bottom line. Because when they don't buy directly from Herbalife, they don't get the points on their account. So we're basically taking them the advantage to move up the marketing plan. So you don't sell to members. We don't engage in gossip or hearsay. We always find a helping hand, good advice from our TAP team upline. So you want to find out who is your TAP team upline. TAP team is somebody who is full-time in the business and who is part of the global expansion team, millionaire team, or president team. For those who listened just now, I can tell you already your TAP team upline is Bea Corey. This is myself. So I'm always there for you and I support you always. I hope you know that already or have experienced that already. If not, make as soon as possible contact with me. So at the end, I just give you the advice, find out when is the next business building seminar in your region. Attend. It's crucial to see the bigger picture, to understand everything. At the business building seminar, we recognize you for your achievements, what you have achieved already. But at the same time, you learn from other people who've achieved already more than you, how they achieved it. So you get inspired, you get ideas. Oh, wow, this is what I could do. Oh, wow, Herbalife is like a big menu. And like a big menu, some people choose this and other people's like that. And that's absolutely fine. But if you don't know the menu, how can you know what to do? Herbalife is not about selling a product. Herbalife is about building a passion about a healthy, active lifestyle. Then you want to find out the Leadership Development Weekend in June. We have it on the 24th till the 26th in Cape Town. In Johannesburg, it's a week earlier. So just plan for that. Plan, if you're not a supervisor yet, get your supervisor qualification done. I highly recommend. Joburg is quite fortunate. You will have in Johannesburg a doctor who comes all the way from Ireland who tells his experience when it comes to our products. In Cape Town, we are also very fortunate because we get top leaders here. You won't believe it. There's so much on the move right now. So this Leadership Development Weekend will write history in Herbalife South Africa. Herbalife South Africa is on the way being one of the #1 top countries in Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So it's absolutely amazing what's happening just now. You want to be part of a huge growth, you just make anything possible to be at the LDW. And if you need to know how, then just let me know, I show you the how, and then we just get it done. 23rd till the 25th September is the extravaganza in Prague. That's the one for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. It's only open to supervisors with a certain qualification. So if you are leadership driven, if you look for the big career, this is possibly something you have written on your diary already. And then the 18th to the 20th of November, all members from South Africa everybody, all members go to Joburg to the big extravaganza. So put that already in your diary and let's plan for that. So at the end, the only thing what I can say is don't just dream it, don't just wish it, do it. So with everything what we planned to, or what we shared tonight, I hope I could give you some value. But more important is to take action and to put it into action. It's nice to listen to a call. It's even better to take some notes. But now from your notes to put it into action, into daily action, this is actually the key. And this is what I wish for you. So I'm still staying on the call. If you have now a couple of questions, you're more than welcome to share your questions with me. Are there any questions? Hello, hello. Hi, Hasim.
Hi, Bia, how are you?
Everything clear?
Yeah, I can hear clear. Yeah, it was a nice session. It was beautiful. I like it, especially because I find myself sometimes running over with my time management because my goals are clear, but sometimes I